Okay, the next thing I want you to do is you're gonna keep that abdominal engagement and you're gonna challenge it against the arms and legs moving around. This is ideally what you want to have for dance, because as you're dancing, you wanna keep your core engaged and solid and not just move with the arms and legs. So I've got a couple ways you can do this. You could just do it lying down on your back without any props, but two props that I like to use to kind of help challenge this is a small stability ball and a long foam roller. So I'm going to show you how to use both of these, but if you don't have either of the props, just doing it laying down is perfectly fine. These are just going to make it a little harder and a little bit more challenging. So if these are too hard at first and you feel really too wobbly, first just start laying down on your back and then slowly adding a little bit of stability challenge. Okay, so for the blue ball, what you're going to do is you're going to lie down on your back, and I'm going to lift my hips up, and I'm going to take my blue ball and I'm going to tuck it underneath my tailbone. Be very careful. This is not too high and on your low back. See how that puts my back into extension? You want it basically as far to your feet as you feel like it's not going to pop off. Okay? So I would do the same breath first. You're going to have that inhale through the nose. Exhale, feel your abdominals wrapping around. And I'm also going to put my fingertips on the side of my hips. So basically what you're trying to do here is not have any wobble shifts side to side. And if you feel the wobble shift side to side, I want you to stop, because if you do that little shift, you're only going to get better at being unstable. So basically you want to see how far you can exhale, fill your abdominals. For me, it actually starts right away. Try to lift one leg off the ground, going into a tabletop position. And then I would do another exhale through your mouth. Keep those abs in as you lower the foot back on down. And then you're going to do that again. So you're going to exhale, fill those abs in. Try not to move. So it looks like I'm going pretty slow, and I am. This is actually quite hard for me if I'm being really precise. If you feel like you've got this and it's not too hard, you can start adding a little bit more speed, but you just want to, like I said, be so precise. And for most people, it's usually that first part that you lift the foot off the floor or the last part that you put it down. That is the hardest part. Okay, now we're going to add some more leg movements. So I'm going to take one leg, I'm going to reach it up to the ceiling, and then this is small first. You're going to start to do a small leg circle. And what you really want to focus on with this leg circle is, again, there's no movement through your pelvis. If this is too hard, you can do the same thing with the knee bent. And actually, that actually makes it a little harder for me. So I'm going to choose the one that's harder. I'm trying to keep my abs in the whole time. And also watch that you're not moving your other leg around. So if the other leg is moving, focus on keeping it still. And just think how far you can go. Then I would do about 8 to 10 reps. And then you'll go the other direction. I'm going to inhale, exhale to circle. And you're just going to keep circling that thigh around. And just make sure it's not coming from the lower leg line. You're literally moving your thigh inside the hip socket like a ranja. Okay? And then you're going to put your foot down. We're going to do the other side. So I'm going to keep my knee slightly bent. You can have it straight. Now one side might be harder than the other. You're going to inhale, cross to your midline, exhale, circle around and stop. So notice that I'm not moving very big. As you get better at this, you can always make it bigger. For some dancers, this actually has a lot of clicking and clunking in the hips. One thing you could do if you're feeling that click or a clunk is you could just kind of hold the leg, or I should have grabbed it. You can have a towel or a TheraBand around your thigh, and you can hold it like so. In fact, let me show that. Hold on. So if you have a click or a clunk, I'm just going to take the ball away for a second. What you could do is you could lie down. You could hook it around your thigh like this and hold it. And that is going to hopefully give you a little bit of support so that you can really focus on the abdominals and not have that clicking or clunking going on there.